Hey everybody, welcome to GGS Railways. My name is Greg. This is my YouTube channel. Alright, what an opening. Wow, look at all these beautiful trains. So what do all these trains have in common? Well, all these trains have been featured at one time or another in one or more of my videos. And this isn't all of them. So why did I open here? What are we doing? So alright, actually we're here to talk about our 100,000 subscriber award that we got from YouTube. That's super exciting. That's definitely cause for celebration. We're going to do the whole, look forward, look back, the whole thing, the whole schmear. But the reason I'm opening here is because later in the video, we're going to talk about which video featuring one of these trains, one of these, did the best. In other words, which one gave us the biggest paycheck now, and, just how much was that paycheck? Now, not a lot of YouTube creators will share real numbers with you, but I have no secrets. we don't make a lot of money. I'll just a little spoiler alert. All right, so let's get to actually looking at the award, and you guys be thinking about which one of these guys that you guys just absolutely flipped over. Which one of these? All right, let's do it. All right, so here it is. This is the YouTube 100,000 subscriber award, and it's also known as the silver play button. So all right, let's see what we got here. So it comes in this black box, and you open it up, and inside you will first be greeted with this letter, and I will not bother to read this letter. Now I will show it up close here, and you can pause the video if you like and read it. So all right, yep, very cool. And some other stuff, talking about, reward your team, whatever. So all right, yeah, that's from the people that made the award. So all right, so anyway, down to brass tacks here. So all right, when you get to the actual award, you pull it out, and it's wrapped in plastic. It's very, very nice. Now, here in a minute, I've got a little stand I'm going to put it on. We'll put it on the stand and we'll talk some more about it. But I wanted to show you guys how it came, and me taking it out of the box, because when you're on YouTube, that's what you do. So all right, let's get this on the stand, and I'll be right back. All right, so we've got the award all zoomed in here, and it just occurred to me. I got an award because you guys watch videos. So basically, you guys did all the work, and I received an award. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. So that's pretty cool. But YouTube it's not an easy thing. Now, what I will say about that is that, if you ever thought about starting a YouTube channel, especially if you're an older adult, this may be your time to shine, because YouTube has changed quite a bit over the last 6 months or so, and for whatever reason, older folks, and especially unscripted, kind of raw, kind of like me, channels are doing very, very well. So if you ever thought about that, now may be the time to start. So all right, so let's talk some more about this award. So all right, so I have a little outline here. I never write anything out, I never script anything, but I figured we might have an outline, because I could go really, really big on a tangent, couldn't I? So all right, so brief history. All right, so my YouTube channel did not start probably like most YouTube channels. As a matter of fact, mine started many, many years before GGS Railways. I don't know what the name on it was before. It may have just been my name. I don't know. But yeah, so, and that's when you just put things on YouTube to share with your friends and maybe your family and whatever. It was just a way to share. It wasn't, you weren't sharing to the world and all that good stuff. You weren't trying to, get likes or views or any of that. It was just a platform to share some videos. So all right, yeah, that's the way it started out. And so GGS Railways actually came into being at the start of the COVID pandemic. And what happened is, of course, like many of you probably, we all got sent home, and I was fortunate enough to be working remotely. I am the tech guy for one of the local government agencies here in my area, and so my schedule was very, very interesting during the COVID crisis, because if you think about it, if you're the tech guy and you have people working all times of the day and night, well, guess what? Your schedule is going to be pretty fluid, isn't it? It's going to be calls at 3 a.m. and all that. So I started the YouTube channel, well, basically because my computer, my personal computer, ran out of space to store the videos, and I was just doing the videos kind of as a way to lull myself back to sleep, to lull myself back into calm, so I could sleep, you know, when I did get those calls at, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m. in the morning. You know, that way I could actually get some sleep. So that was a crazy time, but anyway, you know, the good thing that came of it was, you know, we got GGS Railways. So that's how it started. That's how it came to be. So initially, I did not plan on making my channel public. I just was doing it for me. Like I said, I just ran out of room on my computer. So yeah, I just started throwing them there. And one time I accidentally hit public as opposed to private. Didn't mean to, didn't even know that button was there. And people started responding. And so yeah, GGS Railways was born. How cool. So all right, so let's talk about the very first videos. Wow. For anybody that's watched all of my videos, the very first ones, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. You know, generally speaking, when you start a YouTube channel, your first videos are not going to be great. That might be an understatement on my part, especially since I wasn't planning on, you know, sharing them with, you know, the public. You know, it was just something I was doing because it was fun. It was something, you know, I could watch my videos, right? Watch the trains run. So, all right, this is a little glimpse of my very first video. So, yeah, I know that everybody will be shocked to know that I think all of about 15 people watched the very first video. All right, and you know, and that's not just, you know, when you release that. I mean, that's the entire time that GGS Railways has been in existence. 15 people. Wow. I'm not surprised. I'm actually surprised that many people watch it. It may have all been me. I don't know. So, all right. So, let's see here. So now on my little outline, I have we're going to talk about our YouTube journey, and I think I just did that. I think we pretty much got there, didn't we? So how did we do? Well, I mean, I guess the proof is in the pudding, as my dad would say. You know, we hit 100,000 subscribers, and I'll be really honest with you. Nobody's more shocked or surprised about that as I am. I really did not start my YouTube channel to become monetized or, you know, to make money, and we'll talk about that in a minute. You talk about an interesting concept. Wow, some of the things that you see on YouTube are sensationalism, and I'm just here to tell you, and I'll show you some real numbers there in a minute. But anyway, so yeah, so our YouTube journey. I mean, as far as, you know, people watching the videos, obviously bunch of somebodies are enjoying something, you know, because otherwise you don't get to there, right? So, all right, so, you know, now that we're kind of into the monetization part, let's talk about what decisions we've made thus far that affect what we earn. And yeah, this is kind of the part that a lot of folks on YouTube will not talk to you about. So, all right, so when you become monetized, there's several different things that you can do. You can open a store, which we did. I think I'm the only one that's ever bought anything, but that's okay. You know what? I enjoy wearing GGS Railways shirts and drinking out of my mug and whatever, you know. Yeah. So, you know, you can do that. You can, for instance, if you want to show some products you got from Walmart, you can tag them, and somehow supposedly you're supposed to get some in. I've never done that, frankly. And then also one of the things that you can do is you can create memberships. And most channels, when they become monetized, will have like a Patreon, or they'll have like the YouTube memberships. And I didn't do that. I elected not to do that. I elected not to do that on purpose. And here's why. Well, so many years ago, I had a website where I had a you know, a public section, and I have a member section, you know, where folks could help me, you know, support the website, you know, because, you know, it does cost money to do some of this stuff. And anyway, what that did is it unintentionally, and I didn't think of this ahead of it happening, or else I would have never done it. But what it did is it kind of created two different classes, if you will, of people that visited my website. And I don't want that to happen on my YouTube channel. I want, you know, everybody to be the same. I don't want anybody to feel like they are a second-class citizen. So we're not going to do that. we are not going to do that. No, that's not going to happen on my YouTube channel. Not for the foreseeable future, or if I can find a way to do it without hurting anybody's feelings. That will be the key. So yeah, we're not going to do that right now anyway. So all right. So Let's see, things nobody tells you about YouTube monetization. Well, here we go. Here's the taboo part of the entire video. So, all right, when you become monetized, depending upon the category of the content that you're putting out there, and YouTube decides what the content is, the advertisers will decide what the category of the content is. You can earn anywhere from very, 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 very little to, you know, some pretty decent numbers. Now you've seen recently some examples of the pretty decent numbers. Now I will tell you that, you know, like YouTube help videos, finance videos, anything to do with credit cards, those are high earners. Things that have to do with hobbies or, you know, kind of a personal blog type thing, those earn very, very little. Those earn very, very little. So, all right, yes, that's the truth of that matter. So, all right, what does GGS Railways earn, and how does that compare to other YouTube channels? Well, we already talked about how it compares to other YouTube channels. Most other channels will earn a lot more. You know, there are things, like I said, that we could do that we're not going to do that, you know, could you know, ramp up the revenue just a little bit. But, you know, that's not anything unless we can find a way to do it in a way that everybody's happy, that I'm willing to do. So, all right, so back to the original question though, what does GGS Railways earn? So, all right, here is the total. I mean, the total to date, the grand total. I mean, this is it. This is every penny that GGS Railways has ever made to date. So yeah, that is the equivalent of about, oh, I don't know, $30 a month, maybe. So yeah. And some of that is not even from the ads to play. That's not, you know, your advertising dollars, which is what we're basically mostly talking about when we talk about revenue here. But the other portion of that is what they call super thanks. Now, I'm going to show a little picture here of where the super thanks is, and when you're watching a video. And this isn't just my videos; it's any YouTube channel that's monetized. And so, what is a super thanks, and what do you need to know about that? So, all right, when you click on the super thanks, you're going to go to this window, and it's going to give you amounts that you can do, you know, send, whatever, and kind of think about this like you would think about a tip. You know, you're sending some money to a creator. You know, thank you, or, you know, I like this, or, you know, I want to see more of this, or, you know, something like that. And so yeah, but what you need to know about that is YouTube pays out in $100 increments. So let's say you sent a $1.99 super thanks. Well, the creator would have to earn another, you know, almost $100 to get to the $100 threshold. Until you reach that $100 threshold, YouTube is not going to release that money. So, you know, if you say you send $15, until I reach $100 in revenue, I will never see that $15. And that's with any creator. And I'm just saying that, you know, because I believe that you should probably support channels. And I'm not talking about just mine. I'm talking about any channel that you watch, that you really enjoy. Hit that super thanks. You will be surprised at how grateful those creators are to see those dollars. You know, just a cup of coffee sometimes is really awesome, and it really does help. So all right, so we talked about this at the very first of the video, and here we are, the elusive question: which of all my videos paid the most? So you're not going to guess this, because I wouldn't have guessed this, but the video that paid the most was the shilling train video. and I think there's a reason for that. I think I can explain that. So when I uploaded this video, and here's a little snippet of it, YouTube, in all of its wisdom, decided that it was made for kids, and that's something that you have to do on YouTube. If it's made for kids, you have to distinguish that it's made for kids. Now, my thinking on that is, you know, if you don't do that, well, it's, you know, for a general audience. So basically, it's kind of a warning, you know, that, hey, you know, this isn't made for kids if you don't click that box. That's the way I think about it. Apparently, that's not the way YouTube thinks about it. So, all right, because the shilling trains for plastic, and of course, because, you know, it's AI and probably didn't go through the entire video, and the trains were brightly colored, and they were probably originally children's toys, they decided that this video is made for kids. So I had to do like a formal protest on that, and I actually did a disclaimer on that video that, you know, warning parents that, you know, this may may have some things that may not be suitable for, you know, children, you know, sharp edges, electrical, you know, things that you find inside a model train, because we did take it apart on that video. So, all right, so the reason I think that video did so well is that there's different audiences and different filtering mechanisms when you do the Made for Kids. And it pushed it out to a huge, I mean, enormous audience. So apparently when you do Made for Kids, it pushes it out to a larger audience. Now the ironic part of that is the monetization doesn't work the same. And because I don't do Made for Kids, I don't know exactly how that works. But I think because it got such a huge traffic influx that when it switched back over to not Made for Kids, that's where all that money came from, because, you know, some people had already viewed it, and probably kids probably did watch it from beginning to end. I mean, you know, I enjoyed the video, but I'm just really shocked, and I know I know you are too, that that was the video that did the best. So how much did it earn? So all right, this is one of those do not spend it in one place, all in one place. So all right, so what's interesting about this, and you see the amount here. So you saw the amount that we earned in total, and think about what fraction of that this number is. Whoa, that's crazy. That means that probably most of my income was, you know, that one video, and that's because YouTube miscategorized it. That's you know, that's something that happens. You know, I love YouTube, and I appreciate YouTube for, you know, letting us be on the platform and being able to monetize it all. I mean, you know, Coca-Cola every once in a while, that's certainly nice. So all right, but no, I don't think that, you know, YouTube was trying to be bad or anything. You know, they're just trying to do what they're just supposed to do. I mean, if you think about how many YouTube channels are, they probably do a pretty good job, honestly, of policing everything that needs to be policed to protect both them and, you know, us. So all right, what is next on our outline? So all right, yeah, I showed you how much it earned. So, and I told you why the video paid the most. All right, so let's move on to the next part, which is the closing, and I'm going to move the camera for the closing. All right, so I literally did make an outline of this video. I never do that. I kind of speak off the cuff. Everything that we do is unscripted, and that's just the way it works for me. Now, there's an irony about that, and we talked about this earlier in the video when I was talking about, you know, it's a good time for older folks to start a YouTube channel. One of the trends that is happening right now on YouTube is that older folks are gaining a lot of traction, especially for unscripted, kind of off-the-cuff videos, and that's the way I make my videos. And I think that's a good part of why we have this. So if you ever thought about doing a YouTube channel and you are an older person, this is your time to shine. This is your time to jump in there. You know, your first videos are not going to be very good. I mean, once again, this was my first. Oh my God. So yeah, I mean, there's no voice, there's no explanation. It's just this in-scale, sometimes blurry train running around the track. So, but I was super excited to show that. And you got to start somewhere. So I mean, you know, you got to start somewhere. So all right. So what is next on this outline? So all right. Yes, I'm supposed to thank you for your continued support. Thank you guys, sincerely. Like I said earlier, this award really should go to you guys, because you guys did the work. You know, heard 100,000 of you or more subscribed, and seriously, we appreciate you guys, and we appreciate your continued support, watching our videos. I mean, that's honestly the key to everything. That's how creators on YouTube get paid. You know, subscribing is nice, but if you don't actually watch your favorite creators' videos, you're not, I mean, you're helping, but you're not helping, if that makes any sense, whatever. Because, you know, the next step up from being monetized is you get brand deals and some possible sponsors, and that's the next step up. Frankly, you know, YouTube does you a service by monetizing your videos. You know, you do get a fraction of that income. And it's, you know, it's nothing to complain about, but it really is just a stepping stone to where, you know, if you want to go to that next level, that's you know, that's what it is. It's a stepping stone. But anyway, so thank you guys. We really appreciate you. Now, you know, I watched a bunch of other channels, 100,000, you know, subscriber videos, and you know, you're supposed to thank your staff for the dogs. I'm not sure where they are, but you know, we will thank them for not barking excessively or chewing up things. We don't have the staff here. It's just me. But so yeah, thank you to the dogs. That's as close to staff as we have, and they're being really quiet and really good. So yes, thank you to them. So all right, what else is on our little? I'm not used to having a piece of paper. I don't know. So all right, so some channel and video format tweaks. So okay, so this is potentially kind of exciting, and if it doesn't work, we'll go back to the old style. So I'm thinking about on some of the future videos, what we're going to do is we're going to do some segments, because sometimes we have like kind of some like continuing stories. Like for instance, right now we're waiting on our friend Christopher to send us some Hafner windups, and it would be nice, just to have an update, because we've received some updates, and we know now more about what we're getting, and yeah, it's worth updating, and that way people like stories, and they like to be updated on the stories, and that gives it kind of a personal touch. And parting with your model trains, I'll just tell you, has got to be not a great feeling, not a great experience. And so when something comes to us, I would really want to take every opportunity I can to honor the train into the collection, and of course the person that sent it, because that really is a big deal, guys. It really is. So all right, so that's the channel and format tweaks. So all right, and I already told you guys about it. It's an exciting time for older creators. This is why I don't write a script. I can't stick to a script. I can't do it. I start talking and it just comes out, and that's what works for me. So all right, guys, well, you know what can I say? Thank you once again. You guys did all the work and I got the award. All right, guys, until next time, GGS Railways out. Thank you.